You ever heard of Ed Dames, remote viewer?
What's that?
Ed Dames, remote viewer. He's on Coast to Coast a lot.
I don't think so. I really don't hear or see anything, to be honest with
He
you.
talks about the kill shot and stuff. He had an interesting thing to say about Bigfoot, which I wanted to play for you.
Okay.
Here, I'll play it now.
Right there.
It's going to drop things that are most damaging and destructive down onto you that are most threatening to your life. It's your best friend. So anyway, Starman is one of the things, the nonsense protocols that the system out there has is Bigfoot. Bigfoot is a sideshow. It is not what we think it is. It is a total sideshow to get our attention. And if you solve this enigma of what Bigfoot is, then you demonstrate an evolving consciousness. And in terms of human evolution, this is what that agency out there wants to foster. So solving that enigma is like a warp drive breakthrough, and then there will be contact. When there is contact, and the system is a controlled feedback system, so it has to respond, because the key element of their goal has been consummated. It's been displayed. It changes everything forever vis-a-vis these watchers out there, that system, and humans, because we've displayed a higher level of intellect. So technical remote viewing used that to see what were the protocols for contact, and it turns out to be
pretty smart.
A place. Could be many places, but at least one place.
Yeah, that's good enough. That was good. I think people. This was just one of 500 this summer, completely ignored by the world. You know what I mean? Think about it. How you default to your immediate, or you're so sure there's nothing underground. This is unbelievable on my road that there's a guy jogging down the middle of the road. He doesn't even move over when there's almost an accident. He just keeps jogging, didn't even look. And cars are almost killing each other because all he had to do was step off the road right there and jog there for 1 second. Nope. Too involved in himself to ever even consider conforming to help somebody else. Guys, this is a positive, happy video. I'm just doing random stuff. It just clips out in the forest. But I have to say that I am so sick and tired of these narcissist psychopaths roaming our earth, completely in love with themselves, thinking they have it all figured out. Like, I don't care if that's out of line. I am so sick of you. I'm so sick of these people that have not a clue to who they are, but yet walk around and hold up traffic and will ride their bicycle and will scream at you and I'm done with these people. Make sure if you're one of them, you do not meet me. So I've been desperate to find this Maryland footage with John and John Paul. I had a minister out there that's really into this, but I can't find the footage. It might be on a hard drive that was erased, so I did find a clip I made from it, and I wanted to. This is not what I wanted to show you, but since it's all I can find so far, check this out. We're coming back, and this is legit. Remember, there's like, these guys are like experiments out there. It's what they look like. They're surrounding these incredible bases, and there's something going on in Maryland that's just a mind blower. Of them would have pooped, and there's even off the seats. There's not any scat of animals in there, like poop. Right? You saw no poop, did you?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. So I got to film here. Let me get on this side of you. Yeah, you're good. I'll walk behind you. I know they're gonna watch us walk down this because they know we were just in their friend's world, and I want to see what.
I have heard about the other videos. You know, what's his name? Bell. Mark Bell.
See, I'll just be bold and tell you something that I usually don't. Like, I knew. That's why I zoomed over there. I have this thing with them. They let me know, like, unconsciously, like, whatever's going on at the moment, I'm never quite getting it, but later it all comes together. I knew to zoom over there. Like, I think most people believe me because I do it every single. I say it before on a lot of times. So it's just an amazing situation here in Maryland. Wait till I find some of the footage I've been dying to show you. You know, the other thing people have to stop doing is keeping things in logic. So they get pretty close in the subject, but then they're going to say no. They're still using what they've been taught in life, which is nothing. Okay, you cannot use your information. How come he's not moving? How come he's not doing this? These are the things this is why you're lost forever. They know exactly how to act while you're staring at them. They don't move. They freeze. It's a taught system. And why you reject the most valuable information on this earth, which leads you to who you are, is an amazing thing to me.
Unbelievable structures. We take you way back there. I mean, we are so quarantined. We find literally 100 round circles, which I'm calling seats. We're starting to believe that there's a reason they do that. Let us know what you think.
I just want to add, if you're seeing this and it doesn't make sense to you, you want to reject it, they have beat you. You are the problem in this world. It's up to you to snap out of it. Nobody else. Stop being a psychopath. Everything you're seeing is a fact. Okay? You've missed 1,200 full documentaries. I'm sick and tired of these common lost people. We're trying to help you.
This is good, you guys. Take a look at the Zoom I just showed you very closely. And remember, they're dulling me big time, and I know it, but it's only like from so much repetition. You'll see I even mention it in the video, and it's happening. You'll believe it too. And I just told John, it's like, this happened, I saw it, I'm like, that's blatant. And it's like I'm zooming in on a used car. I describe it and then walk away. This is how this world works. This is as close as they're letting us get right now. There's this, they let me bounce off them a little bit, and I always get a little bit further, and my knowledge just keeps getting better. I feel like I dominated this forest. These guys are all good. I mean, this was good. Don't miss the next one. Over and out.
Just keep in mind, these are random clips, so we're back in Colorado. I don't want to voice over. I just want to let you know that some of it might not make sense. I'm just throwing it in there.
This is a mind blower. Get through here. It's really disturbed. Looks like a hoof right there. I'm willing to bet that's game right on top, because I think this game trail, it makes sense, because there's always a game trail when somewhere around that stuff, but usually on the outside of it, because they make sure they don't walk through that by all the blockage. See here? That's not a footprint. It's a hoof print. Something's coming through. It looks like a big elk or moose. But it's also coming right through Sasquatch. But I'll tell you, if I see a perch, it's not even a perch, it's just a place where he stood. Like in place and turned around, because it's all soft. They love that for some reason. Just like the Bigfoots like to sit on it. I guess anyone would, right? Where are you going to sit? In a nice soft, 3 feet of mulch, where it molds like a, like a Tempur-Pedic bed, or are you going to sit, in something that's not comfortable? Well, that's blatant. Look at the Wrangler right there. See that? I'd like to see it find that by accident somewhere. There's no way, it's just no way, even if those fell, that would end up like that. They're identical pieces. Look at this. Same thing, I filmed this, I don't even know how many times. Same exact structure, as always. I've seen much prettier ones. No offense, but nevertheless, I don't know.
I just wanted to point out that there's a couple clips here that I think I have thrown in some earlier videos, just random, but so few people saw it, I'm still calling them unused. But at like spots like this with this cow, I passed the spot. It's something special.
I had a backup for this one.
What you doing? Good girl. Oh, she's drinking, you think? Oh, yeah. What's in that cave? Hi, good girl. It's okay. It's okay. Don't hurt yourself. It's okay. I'll move. There's a cave in there, and she's got her head there. Why? I can't see past her, but there's a cave in there. It's got to be the water. Yeah, she's drinking. She's going back to drinking. She doesn't care. X. This is them right there. I'd love to see the footprints in there. I'm telling you, Sasquatch don't step in that crap. Has it happened before? Yeah, but it's just not a common practice where they just walk into the mud. I'm telling you, it's like anything. They don't want they don't want to walk in the mud. Little kid, the younger guys might want to, but adults, we don't want to walk in the mud.
Now, this is years ago, and this structure, as some of you will recognize it, is still there, except better. Like it's even in better shape. It's the exact structure. Like it means, it's a language. It means something. They won't let it get out of control. It's an amazing thing that, people are out there rolling their eyeballs when they're missing everything. This is the most amazing subject on earth, and yet we still have human beings in love with themselves and using logic, which has been taught to them so they'll know nothing.
It's crazy. Yeah, you can try to figure it out. Go ahead. I don't care. Good luck. It's not the only 400-mile dirt road in the X right across. Look at that. So that's what I showed you coming in. Look at this. I never looked to their side because I'm so drawn over to that stuff. But this is why you know for sure it's them. There's your X. Perfectly beautiful X. And then there's another one right there. This is across from that madness right there. And you got your field goal right there. There's a field goal, right? And then there's another X. I think I just saw another X. Did I just see another X? Look at the third. There's a double that comes up underneath it. Well, it looks like there's another structure below it. Can't tell, might just be like a leaner, but it's a confirmation that if you were to walk there and then go up beyond, which is a couple miles just to get to the top, unbelievable. It's unbelievable. The access is really brutal, and the walk up is brutal. I'm just actually doing this clip for myself, so if I decide it was good enough just for a second, I'll put it up. But I just like to get glimpses in there. It's you guys, it's that simple. Do you understand? That's the marking of another world, okay? A world of other people that you don't know about. We don't know about, okay? When I say it's out of your thinking or you don't know about it, I mean us, me, I'm including myself. Don't take it personally. Look at that. I was talking to Brian. Hold on a second. Brian, I won't say your last name yet because I don't know if you want me to. I have quite a few Brians, by the way. And I'm not talking about Brian Hester that's just joined on Patreon. Oh, there's so many spots up there. I just got to go up right there. That's what I got to do. Just right there. See, the places I go normally, there's never a car. Ever. Here you got all kinds of traffic going up. I don't like it, and they don't like it because I can tell by what they do on the sides, which is very little. They've moved way up top, and we're not even where I'm zooming. I mean, they're there, of course. But if you want to see the gorgeous world, you walk to the top of that. I think I've zoomed on that spot before, right there. I don't know if I put it up, but I have done it for myself. You just know above is good. They were all just right here, just now. So I came here, and of course there's not a sound now, and I can't see them. Bigfoot. perfectly even. Do you see those rakes? Look at that. I'm hiding the one with the tree a little bit. Look at that. Does that mean water? You know, I don't know. There used to be water there. Well, I'm sure there is water there at some times of the year. It's just been real dry. I found another one. I didn't film. Here's another one too to my right. I'll check for footprints, guys. They just don't walk down there and go in the mud. It just doesn't happen here. It does, but hardly ever. Look at those two breaks. That's amazing. Amazing to me, those two breaks. It's amazing. They're exactly this broken at the same height, everything. Like, let's go look. I just know there's not gonna be any footprints in the mud. They don't want mud on their feet either, just like you wouldn't want mud on your feet. They don't drink out of this stuff. They're not animals. They're very sophisticated. And they don't walk around in this stuff. You know, occasionally, maybe, you know, but that's why we'll check, but I doubt it. Look, even the deer, nothing's coming down to this cesspool. Look at that water. You can't drink that stuff. This is nasty. That is nasty stuff right there. Nothing, there's not one animal. Actually, there was one. Ooh, bear. Is that a little bear? Oh yeah. Little guy, and there's something came in over there too. Just once, he was probably really thirsty. It's amazing how little, you know, I don't even think the bears like it. You know, they're like, ew, especially if you're nice and dry. It's one thing if he's wallowing in the mud, but when he's just coming in to get a sip, the bears are very sensitive to like wet and mud too. I've seen it, like on videos where they'll jump right in the water, but for some reason, like if they're in that, they don't like it. No one wants mud on them. And he didn't do much. It seems to me like you can see the one turns to the side a little bit. He came over here, his back hind legs are probably on these rocks. Drank what he did, and he looks like he just backed up somehow. He didn't make any footprints, hardly. It's amazing we got those. I think that's a deer. I see some old footprints, but it's impossible to tell. Impossible. You know, bear can eat can drink or eat anything. It doesn't matter. Isn't that cool? Giant scale structure situations you'll ever see. So look at this right above that. I find this really interesting. Amazing. Look at that. That's freaking cool. I don't know about you guys. I don't get tired of seeing this. You know, I get, because, you know, you want to see all the different aspects of where they live and how different everything is. You know, it'll slowly start to click. You know, and that's with some of you guys. Like, that's what I'm counting on. Listen to what I say, don't listen to what I say, but look at the woods and constantly see what I'm showing you and the changes and the differences. And maybe you'll figure it out, you know, like, oh, no, I think they do it because, you know, their personalities are different, or whatever the case might be. Like, why is it shabby walking through these passing areas? Look at that, there's an extra on top. Just in case you questioned that. These little water holes are all marked. Can they float over there and get water?
Look, I'm squatching on the plane. This guy knew everything by the time we landed. Don't film people.
No, I mean, if you
Just saying, like, if your nose got in there, like, I wouldn't.
yeah, I don't give a shit.
I usually don't do this, but it's such a nice day out there.
I know.
Just in case you've forgotten or never knew to begin with, that is the real world, not the city that you live in, okay? That's the Earth. The other amazing thing is the whole world is an expert on somewhere they've never been and know everything about it. Just think about that. Look how pretty that is. It's the unseen world. More goes on through those mountains than you can talk, but make sure you're being nice. Make sure you're not being annoying. My sister's son. So
Your nephew?
So we're about to cross the Delaware into
I don't want to say the name of the word, the name of the town. Tell him the name of the town.
Your mom.
I can't put that in there. He's on your mom trip. He doesn't curse or anything, but he likes to say your mother. So there's the Delaware River. We're going into Hancock, New York, you guys.
Are we going?
Most of you, yeah, we're in New York State.
We are. Oh,
You
cool.
tell me. He wouldn't believe me half the time unless it there's proof. So there it is.
Oh.
Like that car is like trying to push me over. I was just running. He's like a wide load car. Like I don't know it's coming. So he drives on my side, even the car. And I just didn't move. I like let him almost hit me. Like I can see the wide load coming. Don't run me off the road with your wide load car. It's, they always have up here. The wide load pace car in front is always typically the guy's wife. It's always his wife, and she's gonna like be a little extra aggressive. She's like, I'm coming down the road, and she's over here as I'm coming right at me. Like, and he's not even in sight yet, but she's trying to push me over. It's against the law. You cannot. If you're a pace car for a wide, whatever you want to call it, for the wide load, you have your little wide load sign in your car. You can do nothing different than any other driver. You can't move over to make them move over. You can just announce that you're on the way, that he's on his way. And she's acting like she's a cop and, she's got an important job. Don't tread on me.
Okay, so I did find some of the Maryland footage. I'm not ready to show you the other one yet, but I just want to show you some of the forest that we were in. It's incredible.
You hear that? Could just be wind. I think it's just the breeze. Any kind of noise, though. I'll never try to make it something it's not, but I'm going to listen.
Isn't it hunting season too?
Yeah, but not over here. You don't want to put me in your... Oh, I usually have a gun, but I don't. Because that's a teepee. That's a teepee. Sorry, you guys. I'm too excited to do good commentary. So this is vacation, and I just want to put you guys out here. And I think it's okay because until I show you this teepee, you guys. Look at that. Watch on the camera. Sometimes you got to isolate.
Yeah.
Watch. That's a freaking teepee.
Oh yeah. Definitely.
Right here. Mm-hmm. Forked tridents. Like a forked trident. They don't change. It's all a system. It doesn't matter where you go in the world. It's this. You'll find the same thing. Mm-hmm. And it drives me out of my mind. It's like a burden. I walk around. The further I get, the more burdened, in a sense, I feel, because no one's ever going to believe me. You guys, you hear that? At least 3 people believe me. And they put up with my ADD and my talking too much and everything. Look at this. Oh my God. This is just like Colorado. I mean, you got to remember, the only difference, it is just as good. It's just that it's different trees. So what makes Colorado look a little better sometimes is the straight.
Massive tree.
Well, pine trees have those amazing straight, the branchless straight trees. So it'll look more uniform. Here, that they don't want you to notice as much. And these are all blinds, and all they have to do is touch their staff to that. And
The bends back.
You get the energy, whatever they do.
I got to see this thing. Like, where are they? You guys give us like a whistle or something. We got to go like right over here. I'd like to find some. By the way, I have found seats in Maryland. Like like this, in the corner like this. And then your ex will be there. I think you have the only weapon that we have.
Oh, this is a Maryland specialty. Yeah, I got a knife.
There you go. No hunting behind this point.
Yeah.
Well, I wonder why.
Put in thorny vines.
Hey, look, no hunting
usually
beyond this.
have a sword
Why else would they
and
have no hunting beyond this point?
Right.
Unless they had a reason. They call it a national wildlife refuge, but they know exactly what's here. You guys look at this.
Control the deer population.
That's a trident.
Control in Maryland.
That's a trident.
Yep.
Surely is.
We have so
I
many
can't
deer.
believe it.
There's a break here. Yep.
It's a trident. It's just that they broke the right side
Right.
on purpose.
Yep. But it almost seems like it was going straight out. But nonetheless. Yeah, he's right
Hey,
there.
it's right there on that tree.
He's checking us out. See the little guy right there? There he goes. I love this.
It's actually just a real. It's really he's a pterodactyl. He just shrinks himself.
I love this friend.
Have you know there's pterodactyl sightings and stuff? Like it's crazy. There's an unseen world. Too many people have filmed them. I mean, am I saying pterodactyls are alive? I don't think so. I don't know. But you hear these things, and after what I've been through, I'm willing to not be completely shocked if it was true. If I saw one over there, I'd probably would have to take a little vacation because I would to process that. But I just found now at the end of the video the original clip. There's a lot of people that are into this guy that were totally obsessed with this guy. So I just wanted to put the original clip that's never been seen ever up here, just in case you're interested. This is all real. If you struggle with it, discuss it with yourself. You're having issues with your own self, not with me. Okay, this is everything I show is fact. If you have a problem beyond that, it's with yourself, not anyone else. You guys, we saw, I swear to God, Russell swears to God too. I'm swearing to God for Russell that we saw over 100 seats today. That were these round circles. There's no scat of any animal. So if 100 deer made little tiny too.
That's exactly what it is. Better conductivity.
We think they ground. That's why they clear the perch. Also, the leaves could be wet. Maybe they want to stay dry. Pine cone. Wow. Yes, this is them. They're making round little perches that are too small even for a person. They clear. We think it's the. I think there was 50 of them.
What is that?
There's 50 others right here.
Yeah, this is like some kind of root.
You guys, you can't tell on the camera. It's everywhere.
Just look at those guys. I paused beyond it, but how into the seats they are. Remember, these are 3 guys from YouTube. There's no collaboration. We don't know. Now these guys I love these guys, but that's how I met them. They had watched YouTube. There's no how you guys act like you love these seats. Everything they're doing is genuine. These are real people reacting to the unseen world.
Hey, you know how you know for sure? The ultimate. Okay, so I just counted 50.
Right.
From here all the way to that tree over there. There's not one deer dropping. If you had 50 deer,
Yeah, that's crazy.
you could fill your whole backpack up with weight because they actually will poop in place. Yeah, yeah.
Kind of see the scrape marks.
Yeah.
I feel a little better when I see deer.
No, this is 50 others. And I would bet my entire life on it.
Wonder if they heard us
Because
bustling through
I've
the
seen it too
woods,
many
and they're like,
times.
Let's go.
We're right here. There's a trail here, and the road's over here. Which way do you guys want to head? Because we got it's an hour of daylight left.
Yeah, so that's a good point. So we can either go like that or we can go like that.
We go this way or this way to the road.
We don't want to go. We don't want to go.
You're the residents. What do you think?
This is unbelievable. There's at least 50. Look here. And you don't see 50 deer in symmetrical X's where they're sitting. Look at this. Look. That's an.
I don't know how well I filmed them because I haven't watched the clip we're about to see yet, but you guys, when you're standing there, all you see is literally 100 circles that go down to the dirt. And each one of them has like a pine cone or like some kind of root exposed. It's a connection thing.
X. This is their
double
spot.
bend?
You guys, they know.
Yeah, that looks like a big butt.
You guys, this is a world record. You realize that, right? To find 50 seats like that. This is recent too.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah, nobody comes out here.
Look, you guys, look. They're right at the base of the X. You guys, you can't see. These are all cleared. You see?
Yep.
And they're all cleared circles. We counted at least 50. And there's an X there. Look, totem pole, I call it. This is them.
The ultimate.
What are you guys afraid of us? Russell says he can kick your ass right now.
Right now.
He says you don't have a hair on your ass to come out here.
All right.
Look at Dave. Look at Dave. Look at those eyes. That's Mr. Thundercloud. What do you think, Gail? Timestamps? I say we just go with it. I mean, worst case, we can just do a beeline straight back.
That's a raccoon.
You guys, that was legit, man.
Yeah, it was.
I swear to you. Look, you're stepping on more of them. There's hundreds of those others.
Yeah, right there.
You know why? You guys want to hear the ultimate thing that's hard to believe?
Right.
There's as many of them as there is of us.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
That was a very hard thing for me to get by. Look at this here. See how they're on the tree? They're on the tree.
Leaning back on.
They keep, no matter what, they're on the trees. You see, guys, I see how small they are. Look, they have little things. Look. Can't figure it out. You know, they're just getting air or something. They don't seem to do anything else.
One right here.
I think they're just. You guys, this is upwards of 100 seats.
There's another one right there.
I told you I had 100 seats. You know what? This is the same thing I find. Remember, because that trident is there, every single thing I'm saying is true. Except that you have to know because because people could walk through here at some point. I don't think many people though. Wow, Dave! Look, you guys, look at this. This is all seats.
Look at this one. Look at this.
This is unbelievable. There's hundreds of them. Have you ever seen hundreds? You guys, there's no scat, by the way. We know it's not deer. We found it by the bell. Oh, look at that.
Look at this. It's a half-eaten pine cone.
That's a round seat right there, guys.
Half-eaten nut.
Not only that, there's a black freestanding X right there.
Yes, sir.
You guys, this is the good stuff. Okay, so we know there's 100 of them right here. Where are they? I was trying to get Russell's ass kicked, but it didn't work. I was trying to get your ass kicked so we could film it, but it didn't work. No, we wouldn't let that happen.
Nuts right there.
The funny thing is that they have a sense of humor. Like if they understood that, that's funny to them.
Yeah, right.
I can't just.
Funny.
I know the Sasquatch can interpret. I don't know about the others. Like there's those things are like a group of Ewoks.
Did the human notice what we did to the very large trees?
I'm telling you, those are Ewoks.
Ewoks.
Yeah.
Huh? There you go.
I mean, not necessarily from Star Wars, but
Small furry kind of thing.
that's my nickname. See, this is interesting here. Dave, what do you got?
He said he's got some for us. We can make it through the marsh.
Hold on, you guys got. I'll catch up. I want to see if they're watching you guys. There's Mr. Cloud. I'm right on your face.
Got him?
Sorry, you guys. Sorry for the informal video. I got too excited, so I just wanted to film. Things are a little different. Hey, look at the sideways trident on the ground. Okay, you'll notice nothing else here that's growing or alive looks like that on the ground, and somehow they just happen to put it next to their seats. You guys, right in there. It's completely boxed in on all sides for a mile or so. You can barely walk to here, and then once you get here, there's literally, I'm going to say 100 seats. I stopped counting at 50, and I saw at least 50 more. Amazing, Alessandro, amazing. You guys, they're here. He's right there. I watched that black thing move over there. I feel really weird right now. I'm probably getting zapped. Look at that. You guys, we're in a special spot right now. 100 deer made little tiny circles that they sat in. At least one of them would have pooped. And you know, there's even off those seats, there's not any scat of animals in there. Like poop, right? You saw no poop, did you?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. So I got to film here. Let me get on this side of you. Yeah, you're good. I'm just gonna. Or I'll walk behind you. I'm gonna. I know they're gonna watch us walk down this because they know we were just in their friend's world, and I want to see what.
I have heard about the other videos. You know, what's his name? Bell? Mark Bell, or what's his name? Dan Bell. He's from Baltimore. He's come here before. Yeah, he did a cryptid video here.
Blatant.
He does like he does.
It's blatant because you just don't see a white thing that's so white like that jog and make a Z or an L or whatever shape that was.
Yeah. And they go to hotel rooms. Yeah, he's from Baltimore. Big,
So, John Pappas, who does great timestamps, amazing, and Russell met over my channel, and they've been squatching together. That's pretty cool. Like, I feel like, because like little things like that, if I never accomplished anything more, because I was alive, they met. So to me, that's pretty exciting. You know what I'm saying? Because if you look, you have to understand, if you've been a loser your whole life like me, at least you think you are. People are like, Mark, you're not a loser. Like my sister would be like, are you kidding me? I'm like, yeah, but it doesn't matter. If you feel like one, you are. In a sense, you know what I mean? You deserve to be one if you're that negative. Blatant. I think that's a beaver dam. With the necks on top, unbelievably. Don't go too crazy. I know you guys are going to see some faces over there. I think I saw them in that corner. I yelled and I zoomed right in on them. But I can't be sure. And, but do me a favor, just on this zoom here. If you don't think you see them perfectly, right on over there, don't bother. But in here, I'm really curious about what happened. As you can see over the water, before you get to their world, is an X. Okay, that is absolutely incredible. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Of course, I haven't made it yet, but I'm going to go home and make it, and I'm excited. I'm hoping I can get at least Dave to go out with me to Burger King. Burger King. I did not mean to say that. To get a burger afterwards, and I think Dave and JP, we're going to get something to eat. And I love you guys. You guys look. This is. I said this before. This is why I know I'm meant to do this. When I go in those forests, I am so. I feel like you're gonna hate me for the way I sound, but how excited and how the pure energy flow that comes through me. It's just unbelievable. What the hell? Look, the town had to cut it. They did it. Now I know they did that because of what I've seen behind it. That's how you know. There's not one tree in that forest that fell down by accident. We realize that. Like, if wind did that and in swamps, trees fell over, and they do, I'm sure, but not in there. Because every single tree that fell over is in some kind of crazy structure with seats on around it. There's a beaver dam there. I don't know if you'll see this. I took a lot of, just video that's, you guys might not. Yeah, it's a beaver. Or is it? Maybe that's where the real Aquaman lives. Go ahead and say it's probably not, but what do we know? You guys, you gotta leave your brain open to any possibility at all, anything. As soon as you go, no, that can't be it. You've been beaten. You've just been beaten. Even if you're not right. Still, leave the mind open. I've learned this not because I'm smart, because I've done this so many times. No people are really that smart. They might remember things better than you, but they're not smart. Repetition makes them good or seem smart. That's all it is, or lots of studying and practice. So the only difference between most humans is some people's brains retain, their memory's better. That's basically all it is. I think we're all unique and smart in our own ways. We all shine somehow, eventually. It's kind of look at over there. So you're like, oh, that'd be a good place. Why don't you go there and look for them? Because if you go up there and look for them, they know you're in there. That's why. You can't get near these guys with the system they have set up. I'm working on it, and we'll get further on that. And you know what? Just wait. You don't believe me? Wait till next year. Plus, we got PA coming up. You guys, I'm going to Pennsylvania tomorrow. I got a lot of snow there, but something will come from it. If very least, I'm going to show me towing my cousin on his sled behind the four-wheeler and slamming him into snowbanks. So at very least, I'm getting something. Hey, Cooper. Hey, Coopies. Where you going? Don't follow me.
What are you doing? Huh? Who's the most spoiled dog in the whole world? What parents have a dog they love more than their own children? Huh? I can't even, he's like a brother. I have to call him a brother, he's not a dog. He's like literally part of the family. He goes to camp. Tell him about your camp when you go to see your friends. Tell him. Basset House, you're so funny. They have such attitudes. Let's go down there for a second.